The 20th of May, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Okay. Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. See the Samanavshi here on Zoom. Our second shiur this morning, Mishna Berura. We're learning Hilchos Yom Tov now. Siman Sadi, Sof Sadi. Hey, started yesterday. We'll continue on now. Okay. Yeah, Mary, would you like to continue? Let's just review the Machaber, and then we'll continue on. Let's go.
Okay, so he says, Kol melacha ha'asura b'Shabbat asura b'Yom Tov. Okay, so all work that is prohibited on Shabbat is also prohibited on Yom Tov. Chutz mimlechet ochel nefesh, with the exception of the, preparation of food. V'chutz mechotza'ah v'ara, and the exception of carrying and I'll say like using a flame or using fire.
Yes.
V'chein makshirei ochel nefesh shelo haya efshar la'asotam me'etmol. Okay, so therefore, the preparation of food.
The chain in this case means and likewise also.
Oh, likewise. Okay, so the preparation of food. Shalohaya, that wasn't
possible to make the day before.
To make yesterday, I guess. Right. Okay.
Like I'll give you some, as we mentioned yesterday, sometimes foods just don't taste the same. We'll get, or it's not possible to make them the day before. You don't forget, we live in a very technologically blessed society and culture. We have refrigerators, freezers. If you wanted fresh meat, 100 years ago, you had to check it right there on the spot. You couldn't check it the day before. The day before, it's most likely gonna spoil if you don't cook it.
Right.
You may not want pre-cooked meat for Yom Tov. You would like to have fresh roasted meat on Yom Tov. So I know you all are aware of the difference between fresh roasted meat and the leftovers from yesterday's barbecue. There's a big difference, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so except for
so now the Ramah adds he adds a reference in here.
Oh, okay. Very good. The Ramah says, let's see, Haggah, page. V'yesh rim afilu b'ochel nefesh atzmo. Okay, so we're strict even in what preparation of food for oneself. Atzmo.
We're even strict even when it comes to the actual preparation of the food itself.
Oh.
You don't have a blanket permissibility to cook in any kind of food for whatever reasons you want. You have to be somewhat reserved in what you're going to do. The reason we'll see this in the Mishna Berura, the reason is because it could be that midaraisa you can cook anything you absolutely need and want on Yom Tov. But
right.
Now we're a bit concerned that if people are allowed to cook and do anything they want, they might well spend the whole of their Yom Tov in the kitchen, right? Either men or women or both. And then we really want people to spend time davening, want people to spend time learning, You want people to spend time at the table with their families and friends. Now, we don't want people to be busy in the kitchen day and the whole day and the whole night of Yom Tov. It's even though it might be permissible, but that's not the intention of Kadosh Baruch Hu when he gave us a Yom Tov, that we should be busy cooking day and night.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see. Call Shano, Mayfig, Tom Claw. Okay, so all that is that my fig spoiled again?
Yeah, nothing is to spoil any type of food that's going to spoil if it's made from
Okay.
the day before.
Oh, okay. Very good. Spoil. Let's see. Okay, it's taste. Okay. Im asahu me'erev yom tov. Uh, okay, so if he makes it erev yom tov, uh, mihu. Mihu is
How- However,
me. Oh, however, okay. Imlo asao me'erev yom tov. V'yesh bo tzorech yom tov. Mutar lasoto al yedei shinui. Oh, okay. So if he makes it, uh, I guess Erev Yom Tov before the holiday, and there is a
if
need for it on the
well,
holiday.
if he did not make it Erev Yom Tov, he did
Oh,
not.
did not make it Erev Yom Tov, but there's a need for it on Yom Tov. He's permitted to make it, but with a shinoi, using some
Some
sort of
deviation,
difference,
some deviation
deviation.
in the method, right? Has to
Right.
deviate his his method.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that should bring us to. I think we are in the Ramah now. Vav. I think we did Vav. Did we do Vav? No, I think maybe not Vav. We
Ramas.
also with Vav.
What's Vav?
I think so. Mr. Brewer, correct?
The Ramah starts, let's see. Looks like Zion.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yesh machmirin v'chulei. Okay, so we'll be strict. Okay, and it says the Rabbanan kidei shelo ya'avor alav kol hayom bimlachot vayimna no vayimana misimchat yom tov. Okay, so according to the rabbis, they shouldn't work on it all day, where they shouldn't do it be in working all day, literally. Vayimna. So what yimna? I know that they should be
They should refrain. Him there's to refrain.
okay. Oh, and refrain. Oh, because of refraining from the simcha of the holiday.
Right. They would be prevented, or they would
Oh, if they
already
had to
even
work all day. Yeah.
they were hindered.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Chet. Kol she'eino mepi. Okay, so that they should not be should not spoil. Delisha v'afiyah ushchita uvishul. Oh, cooking. Okay, so that's Delisha is kneading, afiyah is baking, shchichta, slaughtering and cooking. Im asan be'erev Yom Tov, if they were done on Erev Yom Tov, yesh bahem chesron tam. They could be missing taste.
Yeah, they'd be lacking flavor. They wouldn't taste as good. They don't taste as
Right.
good a day old than if they were made fresh. You know, you want to make nothing like fresh baked bread. You want fresh baked bread. You don't want day old bread, right?
Right, right. Okay. Shein lechem shenilosh v'ne'afa hayom kalechem shenilosh v'ne'afa me'etmol. That's similar to what you were saying. So,
Exactly. It's not, there's no comparison between bread which is made and baked today than if it was made and baked yesterday. No comparison
right.
in the flavor.
Okay. Below tavshil, shenitbashel hayom. Also, the cooking is not cooking prior is not like cooking for today or today. Kitavshil, hayom kitavshil shenitbashel me'etmol. Okay, so today's cooking is, I guess, better than yesterday's cooking. Let's see. Below basar sheshachat hayom kibasar shenishchat me'etmol, and also meat animals slaughtered today is better than animals slaughtered from yesterday.
Right.
L'hachei lo gazru bahem.
Or there was no gezerah enactment against them.
Oh,
Meaning, this also the fact that the Mishnah uses this expression of geyser, meaning that's a expression which is used in reference to mitzvahs which are in the Rabbanan, right?
right.
So that gives you an insight into the fact that the prohibitions here that we're discussing are prohibitions which are primarily midurabanan, meaning deraisa you have really permission to cook all your needs on Yom Tov. However, Chazal stepped in, the rabbis stepped in, and they made a fence around the Torah that they didn't want you to be busy attending to all your food needs the whole day of Yom Tov. They wanted you to spend your Yom Tov more productively than making food, but yet we all know and we all want to enjoy good proper meals on Yom Tov. So those things which were unaffected by being made yesterday will be prohibited with Gatila to make on Yom Tov. But nevertheless, if you need to, you could make them. And those things which are exclusively supposed to be made on the day of Yom Tov, so you can go ahead and do it because they weren't the gozer. They didn't make a gezerah on those types of activities.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so aval a davar she'ein bo kilkul, Tom. The Hef said im na'aseh me'etmol. Lama lo lasotam b'yom tov. Okay, so a thing that will not spoil, or the flavor will not, I guess, spoil. The Hef said im na'aseh me'etmol. And it's what if it's made yesterday? Why should he? I guess why should he make it on Yom Tov?
Right. If there's no loss in flavor by making it a day ahead of time, and as I said yesterday, some things taste better if they're made early. With the like certain things, you make pickles, right? You want pickles. So it's much better pickles if they had some time to ferment. Coleslaw, right? You want to make coleslaw. You know, fresh coleslaw made this moment is not the same as coleslaw after a day sitting in its juices and stewing. Also,
Right.
various types of cooked foods. Many of them taste much better if they've had chance to cook and stew and flavor. And so therefore, in those cases, we look forward and even expect that they should be made properly with time to spare, meaning the day before or even days before.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see. So v'katvu hachronim de nachtinan l'maaseh kisvaro zo. Okay, so the achronim I just took my hand off. Hold on. The achronim what do this? Iktanan Maseh Kisavra.
Naktin, the Achroni Naktin, they choose. And literally they choose or they decide, Lamaisa, practically speaking, Kiswarazu. They decide, practically speaking, according to this opinion.
Uh-huh. Okay. The Katvu, then it's further written. The fee Deazo Asur Lalush B'Yom Tov. So there's this opinion that it's forbidden to knead on Shabbat, Lalush.
The Lalush to make a batter on Yom Tov. These are special type of things. These are marslin, corn, lukshin, kneading noodles. If a person wants to, you probably, I don't know, maybe you do, but maybe you experienced, but don't think that what we buy in the store, all the macaronis, the spaghettis, the noodles, don't you think that those things weren't made at home at one time in the history of mankind? Chava probably made homemade noodles for Adam Arishon. She did not go to the store and buy Mary Santana's Italian style spaghettis.
Right.
She
That's
made
true.
lukshin, what we call lukshin. Lukshin. They made noodles. So there's a way to make lukshin, and they believe it or not, right? You have to make a batter. You have to take flour and oil and some other things. I've never done it. Probably never will do it. But there is a way to do it, and you have to make the batter, and then you press out the dough, and then you let it dry to some certain extent. And then when you want to cook it, you throw it into boiling water, and that makes your noodles, your spaghetti, whatever it is. They actually, I think, have certain, attachments for various different types of mixer machines.
You need a special cutting machine for it.
Excuse me, Lou?
You need a special machine that cuts the noodles, cuts it in the shape of noodles.
Yeah. And like it's kind of a lost art. People don't have the time, patience, or interest in doing those things today because you just go to the supermarket and pick up a bag of spaghetti, a bag of noodles for 5 shekels. So why go
It's a
through all
lot
that?
easier.
Excuse me?
It's a lot easier to buy it than to make it. Making it is a whole big project.
That's right. So, but you would have to, in order for it to come out good, you can't make it fresh. You have to let it dry out, right? So therefore, the Mishna was saying, it's therefore, according to this, you wouldn't be able to make a batter for such things on Yom Tov because you usually wouldn't make it for the same day, and it wouldn't even taste as good if you made it for the same day. So therefore, those things you won't be able to, even though by bread, if you want to make a fresh bread, you want to make a fresh cake, you can do, Lisa, you can make a batter for a cake or for challah, because those things taste great when they're fresh baked. But you can't make a batter when it comes to making noodles. So that's the practical difference between these points. Let's see, we're sort of like in the middle here. Wow, we're right in the middle of this big Mr. Brewer. What should we do? I don't want to go over time. We've gone over time already. That's maybe we'll bet. Okay, Mayor, make a note that we'll have to do a review of Sivkat and Ches tomorrow, Mitzvah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to make the Kugel first.
Yeah. Okay, when you
That way you'll have the proper experience for your reading experience.
Right.
right,
Actually, I once made bagels. That is a big job too.
there you go. See,
Boil them in oil?
I've made the dough. I don't remember the oil so much, but I remember boiling them in water and then
Uh-huh.
baking them and putting some some of them had seasonings on it.
Ah, okay, okay.
That was the last time I did that. It was a whole day project.
all right. Look, if you ever make it again, invite me. I'll be happy to have your homemade bagels.
Okay, very good. I'll do that.
Okay, have a good afternoon, both of you, Lou and Mayor. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, Rabbi. Take care. Shkoyach, Meir.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.